Hello everyone! So for today's lesson, we will be discussing Rizal's second sojourn in Paris. Okay, so when we talk about sojourn, ito yung panandaliang pananatili. Yan, ni Rizal sa Paris. So, pag-aaralan natin ngayon, ano ba yung mga naging events, ano ba yung mga pangyayari while he was staying in Paris for a little bit. Okay? So, on March 1889, dahil nga sa Universal Expositions. So, but first, what is Universal Exposition? So, it was a highly successful international exhibition and one of the few world's uh, fairs to make a profit. So, ito yung exhibition. So, basically, that time, maraming tao ang nakilahok. So, dahil maraming taong nakilahok, nahirapan sila na maghanap ng kanilang matutuluyan. So, in that case, so for a short time, nanatili si Rizal sa bahay ni Valentin Ventura and ginugol niya yung kanyang um, panahon para i-polish yung kanyang annotated edition ni Antonio Morga's book, which is the Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas. Okay? So, Rizal used of most of his time sa pagbabasa sa National Library or Bibliothèque Nationale, checking up his historical annotations on Morga's book, which is in this time, kay Rizal was a good friend of three Pardo de Taveras. So, naging kaibigan niya yung tatlong Pardo de Taveras. Okay? So, unang-una dyan, si Dr. Trinidad H. Pardo de Tavera. So, siya yung a physician by vocation and psychologist by avocation. And then, yung pangalawang Pardo de Taveras naman ay si Dr. Felix Pardo de Tavera, so which is also a physician by vocation and an artist and a sculptor by avocation. And then lastly, okay, sa tatlong de Taveras na yan or Pardo de Taveras ay si Paz Pardo de Tavera, which is yung wife ni Antonio Luna. So, on May 6, 1889, so dito nag-start or ito yung opening ng Universal Exposition sa Paris, which is yung pinaka-greatest attraction dito ay yung Eiffel Tower. Okay, which is meron siyang 984 feet high, which was built by Alexander Eiffel. So, kaya tinawag nga siyang Eiffel Tower. Okay, and trivia, pagka lumalamig yung temperature sa Paris ay mas tumataas yung taas. Okay? Maitataas pa yung Eiffel Tower na yan. Okay? So, now, Kidlat Club and Indios Bravos. So, ito yung social society or association na um, inorganize nila ay nung nagkakaroon ng Universal Exposition sa Paris, which is on March 19, 1889. The same day, okay, ilang oras lang after makarating ni Rizal sa Paris from London, ay he organized his paisanos or compatriots into a society called Kidlat Club. So, bakit tinawag siya na Kidlat Club? Kasi, Kidlat Club is purely a social society of temporary nature founded by Rizal simply to bring together young Filipinos in the French capital. So basically, itong Kidlat Club na to ay inorganize ni Rizal para pagsama-samahin yung mga Pilipino na nasa Paris that time para ano, so that they could enjoy their sojourn or para ma-enjoy nila yung kanilang pananatili sa city during that duration of Universal Exposition. Which is, kaya nga, Kidlat Club, madali lang din siyang mawala. Ay, yung society or social society na yan, na parang kidlat. Okay? So, kaya tinawag siyang Kidlat Club. Okay? So, Rizal was enchanted by the dignified and proud bearing of the American Indians in Buffalo Bull Show. So, Yung Kidlat Club na yan, napalitan ng tinatawag nating Indios Bravos. Okay? So, replace the ephemeral Kidlat Club, its members pledge to excel. So, ano yung um, naging pledge ng members ng Brave Indians or Indios Bravos ay to excel in intellectual, not only in intellectual, but also in physical powers, okay? In order to win the admiration of the foreigner. So, yun yung pledge ng members ng Indios Bravos. So, in that, practice with great enthusiasm the use of the sword and pistol, and Rizal taught them judo. Okay? An Asian artist of self-defense that he learned in Japan. So, tinuruan ni Rizal yung mga member ng Indios Bravos ng judo. Okay? At kung paano humawak ng sword and pistol. Okay? So, aside from that, ito, didiscuss natin yung annotated edition of Morga was published. Okay? Na-publish na yung inannonate or annotated na edition ng ah, Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas ni Antonio Morga. So, Rizal's outstanding achievement in Paris was publication in 1890 of his annotated editions of Morga's Sucesos. So, which he wrote in British Museum. So, natapos niya na. Okay, natapos siya na i-polish. So, it was printed by Garnier Freres. So, yung prolong ng book na to ay isinulat ni Professor Blumentritt dahil sa request ni Jose Rizal. And dinedicate ni Rizal yung kanyang new edition of Morga to the Filipino so that they would know of their glorious past. Para malaman daw ng mga Pilipino kung ano yung um, naging nakaraan ng Pilipinas. Okay? So the title page of Rizal's annotated edition of Morga reads Paris, Liberia de Garner Hermanos on 1890, which he dedicated his new edition to the Filipino people. Okay, so ito yung title page ng annotated Sucesos de las Islas Filipinas ni Antonio de Morgas or Antonio de Morga, I mean. So, ayun. Ito yung naging achievement ni Rizal sa pag-i-stay niya in Paris, which is, ito rin naman din yung naging greatest achievement niya while he was staying in London. Okay, dito na i-publish niya. Okay? So now, let's go to the writings or articles na ginawa ni Rizal while staying in Paris. So first is the Philippines within a century. So ito yung article na isinulat ni Rizal which he expressed his views on the Spanish colonization in the Philippines and predicted with amazing accuracy the tragic end of Spain's sovereignty in Asia. Okay, the Philippines within a century. So, yan. Aside from that, he also wrote, okay, the indolence of Filipinos. So, in this case naman, sumulat ulit ng panibagong essay si Rizal. Okay, other essay of Rizal is also a prestigious work of historical scholarship. So, ano yung naging aim ng sinulat niya na ito? It is an able defense of the alleged indolence of the Filipinos. Ibig sabihin, parang dinepensahan ni Rizal or idinefend ni Rizal yung mga Pilipino na sinasabi nilang mga tamad. Okay? Which Rizal made a critical study of the causes why his people did not work hard during the Spanish regime. Bakit nga ba, kay pinag-aralang mabuti ni Rizal, bakit nga ba hindi nagtatrabaho ng maigi ang mga Pilipino nung tayo ay sakop ng mga Espanyol. Okay? His main thesis was that the Filipinos are not by nature indolent. So, ibig sabihin, ang mga Pilipino daw ay hindi tamad. So, kung kayo ba naman, 'di ba, tatrabaho kayo nung tayo ay sakop ng mga or oppressed by the Spaniards. So, talagang mawawalan ka ng, um, ganang magtrabaho because you are working for the Spaniards, not for the Filipinos. Okay? So, yan yung nilalaman ng The Indolence of Filipinos. So, sabi niya, his main thesis was that the Filipino are not by nature indolent. Okay? Hindi daw sila ipinanganak na tamad. Okay? Next is the International Association of Filipinologists. So ito yung association proposed by Rizal to establish taking advantage of the word attention, which is then focused on the Universal Exposition in 1889 in Paris and have its inaugural convention in French capital. So that is the International Association of Filipinologists. And then, aside from that, we have the what we called Project for Filipino College in Hong Kong. So, another magnificent project ni Rizal in Paris, which also fizzled out, was his plan na mag-establish ng isang modern college in Hong Kong. Okay? So, ayan. And then, lastly, okay, is the for telepono. So, what is for telepono? So, itong for telepono na to ay another satirical work as a reply to another slanderer, Father Salvador Font, who mastermind the banning of his Noli Me Tangere. So, ito yung tugon niya kay Salvador Font na utak ng pagbabawal sa ano, Noli Me Tangere. Okay? So, in the fall of 1889, it was established in booklet form in Barcelona. The satirical pamphlet under the authorship of Dimas Alang is a witty satire which ridiculous Father Font. Ibig sabihin, parang ito yung naging tugon niya dun sa paninirang puri ni Salvador Font na pinagbabawal niya yung Noli Me Tangere. Okay, so yung satire na yan, in-explain na natin yan last time. Okay, parang um, krinitik niya, okay, in a witty or matalinong paraan yung ginagawa ni Salvador Font na paninirang puri sa um, No Limit Akare. Which is, gano'n naman si Rizal, di ba? Okay? Nilalabanan niya yung kanyang mga kalaban by means of writing. Okay? In a witty satire. Okay? In a matalinong paraan. So that's why they called Rizal as or the man of writing. Okay? And shortly after New Year, Rizal made a brief visit to London. So, dahil sa dalawang reason. Okay? To check, to check up his annotated edition of Morga's Successus with the original copy in the British Museum. And lastly is para makita yung kanyang girlfriend na si Gertrude Beckett for the last time. So, yan po yung ating lesson for today. That's all for today, class. Thank you!